A very refreshing, a very aquatic morning to everyone present over here. Welcome, welcome, welcome under the ocean to the Toastfest, or as I must say, to the Coral Fest that we have organized today. The wait is finally over. The day of war has arrived. Are you guys excited?
Yes!
I couldn't hear it. Are you guys excited?
Yes!
Let's go. So, it's Toastfest, guys. Finally, Toastfest. After months of planning, after days of hard work in the hot sun, we have arrived to this day, finally. So let's get started. So now, without skipping a beat, let's begin this beautiful event, shall we? But wait, how can we start this event without doing the biggest thing, the most important thing, that is to seek blessings from a goddess. Our Chief Judge, Divya Lakhera ma'am, and our Director, Jyoti Pillai ma'am, to please initiate the lamp lighting ceremony.
Remove the darkness of ignorance and replace us with the light of wisdom. That is why we do this thing to honor.
One. So we kept one for each. So whenever there's darkness, if you go to the room and there is knowledge, spread the knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Now, let's take a short trip down the memory lane and witness the great achievements we achieved throughout the year through sheer will and hard work. I would like the digital head to play the video, please. Wow. What a rush of nostalgia, what a rush of emotions within all of us. Am I right? I might still have a tear under my eye. Well, every competition has a winner and a loser. But to determine the winner, we need a person who could judge them. As both the clubs are immensely talented and are best at what they do. I personally feel today, in this room, the one person who has the most hardest job is none other than Miss Divya Lakhera. Because she has to judge between which club is going to win today. That is one of the most hardest jobs. So, to counter this difficulty, we have a judge with us, Miss Divya Lakhera. She's educationist. Miss Divya is an educationist, content strategist, writer, business communication expert, teacher's trainer, corporate trainer, life coach, and an NLP practitioner. With more than 15 years of teaching experience and 10 years of experience in training. She has authored a large number of teachers' manuals and many textbooks. Her recent book, and the school and college level. Her happiness lies in motivating learners to always strive ahead and to reach the pinnacle of unprecedented success. What an amazing woman we have among us today over here. A very huge round of applause for her, please.
so much.
Now, let's take a look at the year-long activities we have here at the Raisoni Institute's Toastmaster Club. I would request the digital head to play the video.
He's already played this. This is promotions.
With us, the promotions of the Toastfest this year.
The news. First, the global affairs. Russia has invaded Ukraine and the country is on red alert. Hello? Yes? What? Oh my god, I have to report this. Guys, I just got a call and guess what? There is a literal call for war in Nagpur. Yes, you heard me right. I don't have much details, so I am putting you on the line with the ground reporter, June Jariwala. June Jariwala, over to you.
Wow. Now, I can say with proof that we have one of the most greatest and the most talented bunch of Toastmasters in the Raisoni Institute's Diamond Toastmasters Club. Do we agree or not?
Yes!
Well, we all have seen the greatness of Toastmasters and the change in all of us after joining Toastmasters. But nobody really talks about the backbone of this club, the reason behind its success. And today, I'm here to talk about that. The backbone of our club, the heart and soul of our club, without which its functioning would be really impossible. It is none other than our chief mentor, Toastmaster Manisha ma'am. She is indeed the heart and soul of our club, without whom, as I said, this club wouldn't be functioning. It would be impossible. So now I request our beloved Manisha ma'am to come up on the stage and say a few words.
I'm not going to take much of your time. I know you all are energized and waiting for the events to start. Just a little information I want to give you all is that Toastmasters, you work all the year round, you wait for Toastfest, you're high on energy, high on stamina, and high on all your creativity and thought process in this period. It's really great when I see you functioning in this manner. I see the changes that come into you. I see how wonderful you are being groomed and the way you come out. You know, it just gives me a lot of pleasure, let me tell you that. But when you do all these activities, all the activities for the 2 days are lined up for you. But I want you to prove that as Toastmasters, the disciplined way that we have our meetings, we all know about it. No entry, no exit, no phone calls, nothing. The same way I want it to be conducted for the 2 days. You promise me that?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. The best will win, sure. But let me tell you, the rest of you, everybody has taken efforts, and let's conduct all the events for everybody to see, the judges to see, and everybody at Raisoni to see that Toastmasters are always the best. Yes?
Yes.
Another thing I want to make an announcement of is that recently in the past 2 days, we had many awards coming to Raisoni. The first award that we received at the division level contest, the inspiration speech contest, with Rishika competing with a corporate level. And I'm so proud to say that we have 2 students from Raisoni going on to the semi-final level of the district level. One is Saurabh Charial. And the area level, the division level is applauding them for their efforts. So June and Nidhi, we are really proud of you for that. I'm so happy. Next, another award that came to us is the Golden Eagle Award from Division N, and it is at Raisoni Institute's the appreciation will come. But being Toastmasters and enjoying Toastmasters that's actually that counts at the end of the day, I think, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mr.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You never fail to impress us with your kind words, and you never fail to inspire us with your inspirational words. Thank you so much for that. Now, it's time for the first activity. I have a question. From the past 2 years, we all spent our nights sleepless in lockdowns doing what? Any guesses? Watching what? Netflix. Watching Netflix. That's exactly correct. So, our first activity is none other than Netflix. But we're not going to show you a Netflix show on the projector. No Money Heist, no Peaky Blinders, no Stranger Things. This is different. Our Netflix is a video making activity in which our talented Toastmasters have to do acting, video shooting, editing and producing of the video all by themselves. And every year we get new exciting themes by our chief mentor Manisha ma'am. So this year the theme for Netflix is Tribute to a Great Personality. Now let's call upon the teams. This is from the Raisoni Institute's Diamond Club, the team of Toastmaster Prathamesh. I would like to call
your team, it was very, very beautifully done.
Thank you so much.
My question to you would be, why did you decide to take up this topic?
Ma'am, everyone is deciding a great person. But
Yeah.
Everyone decide great personality, but we choose a different personality, then like no one can take this apart to make the video.
So, what is great about this personality according to you? What appeals you?
Ma'am, she is a great activist in society where she take the child of red light area and make an sanstha from them to educate them there. This is the motto of her.
Yes.
She's been changing the mindset of lots of people.
Yes.
As a transgender, it's very difficult to do this. As a transgender, it's very difficult to do this, like adopting a child.
Okay, yes. And anyone else? She's fighting a social stigma. The society doesn't look at a certain community in the way, the respect that she's earning for herself. The respect she has earned for herself because of her actions. And she's a true change maker. You know? So there's a lot of learning for all of us. If you want to change something, go out and take the action. And that is what this wonderful lady did. And that is why she's a great personality, right? So a lot to learn from her life. And these should be true life's lessons for, and they should really bring about a change in your attitude, everyone's attitude also. Because this is such a prevalent issue in today's society. And we have to be more accepting, more giving, more compassionate, more empathetic towards everyone. Insan ka bachcha usme ek word tha, so everyone is equal, and we must generate that kind of world society where all are respected, right? Yes. So thank you so much.
There is silence for ma'am to watching the previous video. Was it an amazing one? Yes. Yes. Now moving on, let's call the second team of Netflix. That is from the Emerald Club. I would like to invite Toastmaster Saurabh with his team on the stage.
We have Janvi, Saurabh, me, Lakhani, Neerfa, Parik, and Mohit Chandwani. So who is Janvi? You are Janvi, then Saurabh Jaya,
Yes,
then meet Lakhani, meet Parik, and Mohit, right? Okay.
Just come in the package.
Huh?
Meets and
Meets
Mohit come together package. Yes.
Let's start.
I'm going to be speaking about something.
I could read the last line in the when it was scrolling. Special mention to Harish Iyer for something. What
Yes,
was
ma'am.
it? Did you contact him?
yes, ma'am. Actually,
Okay.
I got his contact.
Yeah.
Actually, I got his contact from our director, Dr. R.P. Deshpande, ma'am. And when I came to know about his story, actually, I just read about him that Harish Iyer is someone who is actually fighting for LGBT community. So I really wanted to meet him and wanted to know his story. So when I contacted him, and when he told me that there were times when he would actually be sitting in class and he would just abruptly stand up, the teacher would be scolding him that why is he standing, and he wasn't able to explain that. Just mere a 7 to 8-year-old child was going through so much, and this assault, he was assaulted for nearly 11 years in a row. Every time he would try to tell his mother, his mother would simply think that how can a boy go through this particular thing? And that was the perspective which society made about him. That was the time when he actually needed some friends, but people were making laugh. And they were actually laughing on him. And that was the time when he actually decided to commit suicide. And when his mother came to know about it, that is Mrs. Padma Iyer, ma'am, she was regretting that why did she got the chance to talk to her son that what he was going through. She couldn't believe that her own brother was doing this, but she was helpless. And that was the moment she told him that either you can end it or you can start a new beginning. You are normal, for the society will be abnormal. And that is what you have to prove, that you are abnormally normal. So that is what the tagline was. And that is why we took the title Apigrah, that is non-possessive. Because nobody can possess you, nobody can control you unless and until you set your wings out and are ready to fly.
One message that you would like to give to everyone through this story. What would be like, yes, very well presented, and what is the message that you would like to give?
I would like to say that maybe another Harish Iyer is sitting among us. He might not be able to express his feeling, whatever he's going through. There are times when we think that simply making joke of someone is something which will make or which will give us a place in the society. But just think about for 10 seconds what that person is going through. Maybe he might be a survivor of such an abuse. Maybe he might have lost someone really dear to him. Maybe he is going through so much which he cannot express. We can save so many Harish Iyers if we just take one step to ask if you're feeling okay or not. I'm there for you, and that will do more than enough.
Thank you. Very good.
Well, that was a really inspirational video presented by the Emerald Club. Kudos to them. Moving on, the next club, again, the Diamond Club. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sarthak with his team over the stage.
Let's go first.
Mohan first.
No, come first. In this sequence.
Yeah.
Then you're Vedant.
Yeah. Mohan first, then Vedant, then Sarthak, then Isha, then Khushi. Okay. Vedant is not in uniform.
It is a tailor, but he don't give it to me.
Oh.
He's on stage.
So we have Mohan, Vedant, Sarthak, Isha, and Khushi, right? Okay. Please start. So why did you choose the Charlie Chaplin?
Basically, everyone knows about cricketer, everyone knows about a movie actor, but Charlie Chaplin was someone who people people don't know about his past. They knew that he's a comedian, he's an actor, but no one knew what he went through and how was his past. That's why.
Okay.
Also, we named the story The Silent
Silent
Struggle.
Uh-huh.
He has a very sad past, and after being very sad in his life, he chose to be motivated with the skills he adopted from his mother and father. His father was also a comedian, stage comedian. He used to perform by mic. Then we can say that we must not judge anyone if he's smiling, because there's a very harsh past in his back. So that's why we chose to show the story of Charlie Chaplin, the silent struggle.
Okay. So behind every smile there is some sadness
Yes,
which the
but
person
yes,
is
yeah.
finding.
You don't know what someone is going through. That's why.
But you should always be motivated.
तुम इतना क्यों मुस्कुरा रहे हो?
क्या कम
क्या
है,
कम है,
छुपा रहे
जिसको
हो?
छुपा रहे हैं. That's the message. Okay. So yeah, and what message would you like to give through this story?
It's like it doesn't matter what are you going through. Eventually things will get better. You just have to work for it, work hard for it. Eventually everything will get better.
Absolutely. A message of hope.
Yeah.
Just stay smile and
Just-
everything will get fine.
Just keep smiling,
And
stay
everything is
happy,
fine.
and everything will get fine. So this is a message of hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Charlie Chaplin, do you want to give some message?
And just say action speaks louder than words.
Uh-huh.
So this proves Charlie Chaplin's character. He is totally different personality on the stage and off the stage.
Huh. He wanted to spread happiness, so he masked his sadness to create that kind of those moments of laughter for everyone.
Yeah.
Also by being silent.
Yeah. Without using a
Also
single word.
by being silent.
Yes.
Yes. The expressions, the body language, and emotional intelligence. Yes. Thank you so much.
Round of applause for the principal, Dr. Jaswinder Kaur ma'am, who is entering the room right now. So,
Okay, please proceed. You can have the next
Thank you,
one
ma'am.
now.
alright. After this amazing video, let's have the next team from Emerald Club. I would like to call Toastmaster Harshita with her team.
Now I have Avni, Harshita, Tanisha, Tanish, and Sandhi.
Sun sequence, no? As mashup.
So Tanisha is not there. Just Avni. Okay, Harshita.
Harshita's sick today, ma'am. She
Harshita
had a
is
problem.
sick. So who is there in Harshita's?
No, ma'am, it's Harshita.
Rather she's
Yeah,
not
she already
there.
shooted.
Okay, and Tanish. And then Sandhi. And then Ambar. Okay. So Tanisha is Tanish. It's not Tanisha.
Ma'am, it's an untold story and we want people to be aware of her story, how she dedicated her whole life to other people and how she worked so hard.
So what social issue does this story deal with? Is there a social issue behind this story?
There is no social issue one can say, but rather I would like to say that this particular video we choose, it's not only about tribute, but it's about that love that our mother gives to us. This world where we are in living, we all need love. And, like it can be anyone, it can be the activist that we watch right now before this video clip. We all need love, and there is no biggest love that any mother can give towards their child. So yeah, this is a message that we would like to pass on to that love is everything after all. And another reason that we choose her topic is we live in Maharashtra, and she dedicated herself by living in Maharashtra to every orphanage, maybe can be in Pune, can be in Mumbai, and so yeah, it is one of the reasons. And after having 1500 of son-in-laws, around 382 orphanage and everything, she really deserved it. This is the message that spreading love is important.
Okay, spreading love is important. Anything else you would like to share? Does it talk about gender equality?
Yes.
Anna?
Yes,
It talks about
so many women.
it uplift the standards, right?
Yes, ma'am. And even
That is the social, bridging the social gap. Yes.
ma'am, actually her husband also disowned her, but there was no fault of her. Just because one thing, he he disowned her. He left her with that. She was pregnant, 9 months pregnant, and then also she was thrown away out of her house just because she was a woman.
So women are called the weaker sex, but then here with her strength, with her inner strength, she showed that they are capable of achieving the impossible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So there should be more gender equality, and boys have to understand this. That is something everyone has to be very conscious about, because one has to believe in gender equality. Just on the basis of gender, you cannot discriminate. Again, the same point, all are equal. So that is it.
It's about my team. The one of my teammates, Shraddha, was not present here. She actually stayed awake all night to edit this clipping. And any credit that goes to it, a lot of part goes to
I
her.
saw that. Editing was credited to
Yes,
her,
ma'am.
and she must have really contributed a lot.
That's what
She
she
did a
said
lot.
today.
Yes. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
No problem.
It's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, what an amazing set of videos. I was truly amazed. And it's rightly said how talented our Toastmasters are. I mean, acting, videography, editing, shooting, all in one, done by our very own Toastmasters. I mean, I would like to have a round of applause for yourselves. Come on. Now, moving on, we have the promotional videos of the Emerald Club. So I would like the little head to play those videos.
थोड़ा पीछे आ जाओ थोड़ा पीछे
आज की एजुकेशन सिस्टम सिर्फ बुद्धि विकास को रियल
reason for failing in inability to secure the job. Like you gave a very fine message that failure is the stepping stone to success and once you get it is alright. My question is, what was the reason for this failure?
Because my online classes we are not studying. That is the one fact. And
So
because
that
we don't have the knowledge, we don't know the basic. What is the basic of the
So that point should also be highlighted that working hard is important. Just with determination that you are going to be doing well. So action. First is determination. This is for everyone. First step is to take the determination that you are going to be working hard. What's the second step after that? You have determined that you are going to be working hard and you are going to overcome all your challenges and you are going to really improve and all that you have decided, you made your resolutions. What do you do after that?
Taking the initiative.
Taking action. Taking action is extremely important. So somewhere like deciding, then taking actions, because decision making is very easy for everyone. Determination is very easy. Taking actions only few people do. And those who do are the ones who succeed. So that is very, very important. Yes? Very, very well done. And one thing I didn't understand before that, wo Kacha Badam song dance, what was happening before that?
Online class.
Online class. So you were like, computer and you were trying to, switch off the camera and something like that. And then you switched off the camera and you went on to Kacha Badam dance. And then the result was those who were dancing away didn't get the job. Very, very well. Very well explained. Very beautiful. And one more question. What is this art form called which you just did? Miming. So your expressions were amazing. Fantastic. Very well. Thank you.
I like the mirror part also.
Yes, the mirror part was very good. And right in the beginning, when one was facing that side, that was deliberate or that was unknowingly?
Your back was towards us, the three of them. You could
So
see.
that was unintentional. I mean, that was
Actually,
planned.
mirror image.
It was a mirror image.
Mirror image.
No, right in the beginning. Like right
It
in
was
the
an
beginning.
intentional manner. The three of you in the front and then one pointed out, you stayed.
That was intentional plan. Very well done. Very well executed. And the message that you are taking home from this, please, for everyone. What are you, through this act, the message you would like to give to everyone?
Pay attention on online classes.
Okay, very well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And what an amazing performance. This shows that Toastmasters is not just an art of words. It's an art of body language, of expression and stage choreography, which was properly shown by this group. So a round of applause for them. Now after this activity, we are going to have a break for an hour. So
No. 1:30.
1:30. Okay, half an hour. We're going to have a half an hour break. So I would like everyone to report again to Vivekanand Hall at 1:30. Thank you.
COVID, and where the government sectors, even if they are in loss, still the employees get paid and they are not unemployed just like the private
Now let
There
me
are
just pull it
sectors
down
which
a
are
bit.
providing permanent jobs, and if you have permanent jobs, you will be earning.
and if you are worthy enough, you will be capable to get a new job.
See, at the end of a day, everyone's agenda is human well-being. And what I am saying
So-
is, listen first.
No.
Right?
So
What-
That is completely fine.
What I am saying is there are many concerns, political influence and all those things. What happens is things are in public sector.
Efficient working of the system. When if you don't allow any other person, what will you do about the efficiency? And in the government sector, all the rules are everyone. The rules are for same for everyone, and like the monopoly created in the private sector. So even if the efficient working anyone else, and there are their own rules in the private sector.
But if you're talking about the monopoly, monopoly is also created by the political leaders.
Political leaders, but the rules and regulations.
और पीछे
I would like to request Renuka to repeat her point.
If the monopoly is you're saying that monopoly is created between the companies only, but it is also created by the political leaders.
Is monopoly there currently? It is a government. Okay. Wait a minute. Still, other companies are running smoothly and they are giving competition. But think about privatization. If we privatize now, there will be one man rule. I bet you that. We can still, and one of the most difficult things that would be if we privatize the sector. If we think about privatization, it will be really hard if it won't work in that way. So it will be really hard to make it normal again. So that is the one of the most difficult point, because see, government is trying to privatize some things which they can, like airlines, and they are running smoothly, and that is fine. But we can't privatize everything because one definitely a point on this one.
I totally disagree on this.
I just want to ask a question. Do you know the difference between capitalistic and socialist
Yes,
economy?
we were talking about socialism.
You were talking about socialism and you were talking about capitalist economy. But some of the points came out clear. I think there was a little ambiguity where some of the points were concerned. But yes, well tried, definitely. Why was Kisan Andolan held? Why was it held? What were the Kisan laws? Why were people against it?
Initially, when farmers were producing their crops, government used to buy those products in a minimum price. There was a certain price to it, but now what government said, we won't buy from you, but private organizations will buy from you.
There was certain interference from the government,
Yes.
and then to which they protested.
Yes.
So I was thinking you could have come up with many better examples. I felt there were examples were lacking. You were speaking, but the concrete examples that this company was in loss, then privatization took place, and then the profits increased, or some company which was in private mode and then went public, and how things changed there. fully understood. Your social welfare, human well-being,
But
those points.
Indian Oil is an organization which is a PSU but still running in profit.
Yes.
So government organizations can also be run in.
Also run in profit. So those points should have been gone forward. Yes. But well explained, well done. But I think the points, the concreteness has to be more authentic. The facts and figures, if you can validate your points with facts and figures, that will bring more authenticity into what you are expressing, right? Yes? Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team 1. And you guys really changed the energy of the room. And so,
Energy was amazing.
I request all the members to please maintain silence. Please maintain silence. Let us proceed to the second topic. So, the second topic for today is digital. Okay, so for today, the second topic is digital banking, a boon or bane. So, the team who will be going in the motion will be from Emerald Club Team Atharva, which consists of Toastmaster Atharva, digital banking, a boon or bane. The team will be from Emerald Club Team Atharva, which consists of Toastmaster Atharva, Toastmaster Devyanshu, Toastmaster Aditi, and Toastmaster Hussain. From Diamond Club, the team is Team Nidhi. The team consists of Toastmaster Nidhi Bagel, Toastmaster Nitika Maya, Toastmaster Arya, and Toastmaster Amita.
Yes, and please introduce yourselves when you are speaking. Don't get emotionally charged.
And come the center and speak.
Yes,
Try to do that.
yes, it's not a battleground. So, the first team is of Atharva. Where is Atharva? Yes, Divyanshu, Aditi, and Hussain. Okay. The second team is Nidhi. Nidhi, where is Nidhi? Nidhi, come. Oh, the sequence has changed. So,
Upside down.
so it's Sanika, then Arya, then Kritika, then Nidhi. Okay. So, okay. So this team is 4.
The Emerald Club is 4 and Team Nidhi from Diamond Club is against the motion.
Okay.
So I repeat the rules for the participants. You all will get 1 minute and the timer will show a red card after 1 minute and you have to stop speaking. After the 12th minute, the red card will be shown. You have to stop. After the 8th minute, the red flag will be shown and the debate should be over. So I wish. Okay. Sorry for this. Total time is 15 minutes. So after 8th minute, the cross questioning will be start, and after 15 minutes, timer will show red flag, and you all have to stop. I hope you all will stop.
And when you start cross-questioning, that's the time you have to follow a restraint. Okay.
So I'll repeat the topic once again. Digital banking, a boon or bane. Emerald Club for the motion. Diamond Club against the motion. All the members.
Introduce yourself.
So, good afternoon everyone. I am Toastmaster Atharva and I am here to represent my Emerald Club team. So, and we are here to talk for digital banking. And what is digital banking? Let me just introduce that in one sentence. All the banking transactions that we have offline will be now done in the online mode. As simple as that. But when I hear these words, digital banking, the first and foremost thing that I think is as a boon is that transparency. The transparency in transactions. Because if you know, before all this digital era started, there were discrepancies between actual date of happening the transaction and when it was recorded. And in these discrepancies, there were a lot of imbalances in the books of accounts. But now in digital format, you can access all your transaction history in one click. And that gives us transparency to all the parties that are involved. And I think that's the strongest point that digital banks have. Digital banking.
Greetings everyone, I am Toastmaster and I'm standing against the digital banking. Besides everything, digital banking has, besides the brighter side, when we go with the flip side of the coin, digital banking also comes with lots of disadvantages and risks. It is very difficult for the beginners. Like when someone is begin with their hands in digital banking, it is very complex situations for them. For example, like when we come to the elderly people, they are very strange from the smartphones and the computers and the laptops. They are more comfortable with the traditional banking. They are more comfortable with the traditional banking only, and it has so many interruptions, so many security issues, and so many things which has lots of issues when it comes to digital banking. It has digital banking is possible only when the internet connection is the fastest. If there is no internet connection, it is very complex in the remote places, in the distant places for transactions.
Good afternoon, everyone. As my teammate already mentioned that today we are going to speak in the favor of digital banking. So I would like to tell you something, and many of you would almost agree to this statement that the digital banking has made our life more easier. It saves our time, money, and as well as resources. Also, as it is a paperless due to paperless transactions, it also contributes in saving environment. Thank you.
Greetings everyone, I am Toastmaster Arya and I am against digital banking. So, first of all, digital banking for me is a way. As sometimes we face, and I think many times we face shortcomings in handling a large amount of transactions or a huge amount of transactions in digital banking. So, and also, online banking totally relies on the internet connection. If you are in a remote area or if your device do not have an internet connection, your transaction might get affected. And so yeah, I am against the topic that digital banking. Very good afternoon everyone. I am Toastmaster Divya Lakhera and I am here with my team and we are here to agree to disagree with our worthy opponents. So what do I think about digital banking? Well, I think that it has n number of advantages for we all as humankind. Don't you remember during pandemic era where you were all sitting at your homes, you were not allowed to leave your home? What was the situation? How were you able to transfer money, a large sum of money from here to there? Don't you remember that within a single click, within few seconds of time, you were able to transfer your money? A large sum of money was transferred from an account, one account to another, and it also reduces the hassle to issue paper checks and so many things. And the plus point of this is it is available for 24/7 to each and every person. So we are here totally to agree that digital banking is totally a boon for humankind.
Myself, Toastmaster as my friend said in lockdown she had transferred a large amount of money, but we can't do that. I have my own shop, and I think that at the time I can't pay up to 25,000 because in regular basis we have to transfer money. Then if we say in shops and in market areas, the head of the the goods. And if I am buying something from other state or other city, we have to pay online only. But if we talk about the large amount, we can't pay. As my friend also said that we can't pay. As lockdown has said we are in a cage, or we can say we can't go out. But in that condition also banks are open. In sometimes okay, over to
A very good afternoon to respected judge and all my fellow Toastmasters. I am Toastmaster Hussain and I will be talking in favor of digital banking. How many times it has happened that while removing your mobile phone, your money is also fallen? Or how many times it has happened that you have lost or misplaced your money? Many times, right? But with digital banking, this goes out of the case. Every time you cannot carry a lot of cash because it is very expensive. Also, with digital banking, all your money is safe and secured. Even if your mobile is misplaced, no one can access to your bank account. But if your money falls down, anyone can easily access it. One more thing that comes with digital banking is accountability. If, for example, if you start with your day with a 2000 rupee note and at the end of the day you are left with 20 rupee note. Without digital banking, you can never know that where and when you have spent that money until and unless you are not noting it down. But with the digital banking, you can see all the transactions and you can see when, where and how much money you have spent.
Hello everyone, I am Toastmaster Nidhi and I am standing strongly against the digital banking. Well, let me tell you that my teammates have already told about how digital banking does not support us the independence. We are completely dependent on internet, but that is not the only disadvantage. There are many other disadvantages like security. Now, digital banking claims that they provide a lot of security, but still there are a lot of frauds that happens all over the world. Even huge banks, huge international banks are facing frauds of around millions of money, millions of dollars, millions of euros. They are losing because of the not proper security that is provided through digital banking. And RBI also claims for a few frauds that the weakness for such kind of frauds was because the website was not strong. Now, website is a huge part of digital banking, but if website is not strong, how can we trust the digital banking? We cannot trust digital banking because we have no 100% guarantee that yes, our money will be secured. Many times it happens that we are having a transaction, but due to technical glitches, it stops right there.
As our opponent, Toastmaster Nidhi mentioned that there is insecurity in digital banking. But what I believe is that our opponents are not well aware about the technological advancements that have taken place in recent years in our country. The government of India is now going to establish a blockchain technology which will help peer-to-peer transactions. Also, there will be less frauds and money laundering cases and because there will be a ledger of transactions available for everyone. Also, this creates a transparency.
Okay, so one of my friends says from the favor team that digital banking saves time and money. How money can save, bro? I want to hear this.
To save money, to give your answer, you have to think deep a lot.
You have to pay.
So, everyone knows that petrol prices are rising day by day, right? Why will you fill petrol in your bike, go to traditional bank and do your banking? Why wouldn't you?
How you say it saves money? How it saves money? It is tell this formula to everyone. It needs everyone. How it saves money? Of course it saves time, but how it saves money?
I already mentioned that petrol prices are rising day
You
by
have
day.
to talk about digital banking. You have to talk about the advantages.
Again,
You have to state the advantages of digital banking and not the philosophical knowledge.
Okay, so we are stating about the advantages of digital banking. So one of my opponents just mentioned that we are not able to transfer large sum of money. Aren't you aware about RTGS and NEFTs? But a large sum of money can be transferred on your PSP, not your
every single time. Even though 24/7 digital banking is available, but technical glitches happen. What do you have to say about that?
Speak. Yeah, I'm going to speak, but first I'll answer her question. How it saves money? Let me tell you that there are. So there are some standing instructions that we can give to our banks, like our recurring expenses that we have. We can give our standing instructions to our banks that you have to pay these at the end of the month, and they charge a nominal fee for that. But in digital banking, you don't have to pay any of those charges. So these small charges are also being saved.
GST in each and every transaction. What about that? GST charges are also applied in the digital banking.
Digital banking, GST, and the bank charges are also. So you have to pay the double amount.
And the same in the digital banking as well. It doesn't save money.
It definitely saves money. Aren't you clear about the terms or the words we have been using? Think about the charges, the extra charges you are paying in the bank for making your work done. But when you're doing it online, you're not using that amount and you're saving your money. And also when you're talking about 24/7 availability, and aren't you aware about the server down at banks and about the bank holidays and especially the
I was
SBI
talking about
rates
the
that
availability of digital banking and not physical banking. I was talking about the 24/7 availability of digital banking, but we still face technical issues, and I was not talking about the 24/7 availability of physical banking.
Okay, so basically you are talking about the inconvenience of digital banking, right?
Yes.
And even your teammate also said that how inconvenient it is for elder people in our houses because they are not very tech savvy. But you think that digital banking is inconvenience for them just because they are not aware of the technology. But what about the inconvenience that they have at banks? You go at 4-number counter. You go on 7-number counter.
That consumes time, but at least there is no problem of getting our money losses. There are a lot of frauds happening in spite of having very advanced technology. Still, if the great technology is used to build the digital banking, there are a lot of technical information provided for the hackers also. Even the hackers have a lot of technical advancement, and they use that technology to
But don't you think that what she said about hackers? But there is a term also called as ethical hackers.
But also,
So as there are advancement in digital banking, they will also employ people who are ethical hackers, and they'll build much more digital resilient system.
yes, but also in the country like India, there are also few places where people are unaware about these technologies, unaware about smartphones, unaware about laptops and computers. What about them? They use the
For your knowledge, I'll just point out the department or the Ministry of IT, they are coming with a scheme that is Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Yojana. And through this, they are planning to bring rural people. They want to digitally literate those people. And
does that not consume time?
They are still
Well, you say that digital banking